Welcome back my dear students for part 6 of plant kingdom. Last video we have spoken about bryophytes. We started with the bryophyte and I concluded the video with the difference between gametophyte and sporophyte. Let we continue the same bryophytes, that is economic importance of bryophytes. Why bryophytes are important in the environment? What are the economic importance of bryophytes? So some mosses are the examples or the classes of bryophytes. Some mosses provide food for herbaceous mammals, birds, and other animals. They serve as a food for herbaceous mammals, the mammals who are able to eat the green plants. They are termed as herbaceous. Okay, and they serve a food for some of the birds and other animals. Now coming to the next economic importance, species of Sphagnum, a moss, provide peat that have long been used as a fuel. So, there is a bryophyte. The name of the bryophyte is sphagnum, which will fall under the moss. It provide a peat. Peat is nothing but a fuel, naturally found fuel, which is derived from a bryophyte called sphagnum, is used as a fuel. And because of their capacity to hold water as packing material for transshipment of living material. So, bryophytes hold lots of water in them. They have got a capacity of water holding. So, being this character, bryophytes are having a capacity of water holding, or they hold water in them. So bryophyte can be used as a packaging material. They can be used as a packaging material for transshipment of living material. The living material has to be kept it under a fine condition. It should not get spoiled. For that, bryophytes plays an important role. Now the third economic importance of bryophyte is mosses along with lichens are the first organism to colonize rock and hence are of great ecological importance. They decompose rocks, making the substrate suitable for the growth of higher plants. So, mosses along with lichens. You know what are lichens? Lichens are the combination of algae and fungi. Okay, algae and fungi together are called lichens. So these mosses and lichens, they form their colonies on the rocks. Due to their colonies, the rock get decomposed, and due to the decomposition, the area will become suitable for the growth of higher plants. Since mosses form dense mat on the soil, they reduce the impact of falling rain and prevent soil erosion. Not only it provide a growth of higher plants, it is serving as a food for some of the animals, and it provide a peat and packaging material. It also prevent soil erosion, which is the most important for our environment. So these are the economic importance of your bryophytes. Now coming to the classes of bryophytes. Bryophytes are divided into three main classes, that is liver rots, horn rots, and mosses. These are the commonly known classes in bryophytes, and liver rot is called Hepaticopsida. Hepaticopsida, the class of bryophyta where we are going to study about the liver rots, and the next class is Anthocerotopsida, Anthocerotopsida or horn rots. Then the last one is Bryopsida or mosses. Commonly, mosses are very important. Mosses and liver rot we are going to see. The plant body of liver rot. Now we are we are studying about the liver rot. Let we have some knowledge about the liver rot. The plant body of a liver rot is thalloid. Example of liver rot is Marchantia. The picture is being given in your textbook. The thallus is dorsiventral and closely appear to the substrate. So it is fall on the ground, and it falls and it is attached to a substrate on the ground. The leafy members have tiny leaf-like appendages in two rows on the stem-like structure. So the leaf-like structure, tiny leaf-like appendages you are going to see on the rows on the stem-like structure you are going to see. Asexual reproduction in liver rot takes place by fragmentation of thalli. So each thalli will cut off or get divided into small fragments, and each fragment is grow into a new thalli, or by formation of specialized structure called gemma. Gemma cups are going to form. See, asexual reproduction, no doubt it is going to carry out by the formation of fragmentation. It is going to take place by the fragmentation. Not only that, there is a specialized structure which is going to occur on the plant body. We call it as gemma. Singular is gemma and plural is gemme. Gemma are green multicellular asexual buds. So one more question again which falls under this is, what are gemma? Gemma are green multicellular asexual bud found in the bryophytes, which develop in a small receptacle like gemma cups located on the thalli. The gemma become detached from the parent body and germinate to form new individual. It's just like a fragmentation. Whole body is going to divide into small fragment, and each fragment is going to grow into a new thalli or new marcantia. Now in case of gemma, they are going to produce a small receptacles called gemma cups. Small gemma cups, you are going to see it on the main plant body. Then each gemma is going to get detached from the parent body and going to grow into a new individual. During sexual reproduction, male and female sex organs are produced either on the same or on the different thalli. So it may be bisexual or it may be unisexual cases. On the same plant, you can see male and female gamete are produced, or you can see in one plant they may have male or female reproductive structure. The sporophyte is differentiated into fruit, setae and capsule. Most important, the sporophyte. Here the sporophytic condition, as we have seen it in case of you have seen what is gametophyte and sporophyte. Now here in the case of the sporophytic condition, you are going to see the sporophytic condition is going to differentiate the body of a individual into a fruit, setae and capsule. After meiosis, spores are produced within the capsule. These spores germinate to form free-living gametophyte. So sporophyte, it is going to divide into three parts, majorly fruit, setae and capsule. In the capsule, you are going to produce the spores. Each spores, they get germinate and they forms free-living gametophyte. That will continue into a new individual, as you have already seen. The gametophyte, which consists of two stages. The first stage is protonema stage, which develop directly from a spores. The second stage is leafy stage, which develop from the secondary protonema as a lateral bud. They consist of upright cylinder axis bearing spirally arranged leaves. Very important character for the bryophyte. Spirally arranged leaves. They are attached to a soil through a multicellular and branched rhizoids. The stage bears a sex organ. I hope you remember this picture. My dear students. This is what they are going to give you explanation. Here leafy and capsule, you can easily find out. From the capsule, spores are coming out, and two stages you can see, the protonema stages and leafy bud stages, which are going to develop into a new individual. This is what they are going to explain just now, what I said you. I hope you remember this picture when I was telling you about the introductory part of the bryophyte. So the second stage is leafy stage, which develop from the secondary protonema as a leaf lateral bud. They consist of a upright cylinder axis bearing spirally arranged leaves. They are attached to a soil through a multicellular branch rhizoids. As I said you, there is no true roots. They are root-like structure present in the bryophyte. We call them as rhizoids. This stage bears a sex organ. So this stage you are going to see sex organs. Vegetative reproduction in mosses is by fragmentation and budding in the secondary protonema. In sexual reproduction, the sex organs Antheridia, a male reproductive organ, and Archegonia, or female reproductive organ, are produced at the time of leafy shoot. After fertilization, the zygote develop into sporophyte consisting of fruit, setae, and capsule. So, in the sexual reproduction, you are going to see Antheridia and Archegonium as a male and female reproductive structure. They produce on the apex of a leaf shoot. At the tip of the leaf shoot, they are going to grow. Fertilization will take place by the fusion of Antheridia and Archegonium. They produces a zygote. That zygote develop into a sporophyte. So that sporophyte, as I said you, it consists of three parts: fruit, setae, and capsule. Again, on the capsule you are going to get spores that will continue as a gametophyte. The sporophyte in mosses are more elaborate than that of liverwort. If you compare the sporophyte of liverwort and mosses, so the sporophyte in the mosses is more elaborate compared to liverwort. Okay. The capsule contains spores. Spores are formed after meiosis. The mosses have an elaborate mechanism of spore dispersal. Common example of mosses are Funaria, Polytrichum, and Sphagnum. So you are supposed to remember the life cycle. You are supposed to remember the reproductive structures and reproduction, what kind of reproduction are going to take place, along with economic importance. Then the examples. Both are very much important for the point of examination. So I'll conclude this video on this. We'll continue in the next part in the next video. Thank you.